Hello everyone and welcome to Canadian Redneck Channel. My name's Dave.
I'm Bailey.
And today we have a Farmall Cub transmission, or Cub Cadet transmission. Same thing, little 3-speed standard transmission. In this case it's out of a early Cub Cadet. And we have some gears we got to change in it. We got some broken teeth here. So we'll get the camera set up so you get an angle to see what we're doing, and we'll get started. So we've got the transmission removed from the tractor. We're going to get these axle housings off. I've got the rear cover off the differential already, because the differential has to come out the back in order to get the shafts and stuff out. And right, so far I can see that there's a broken tooth on the 2-3 slider, and also one on the reverse idler gear down on the side here. So we'll start getting some pieces apart so we can get in there and get shafts out. Since this isn't a lawn tractor, it has a reducer gearbox on the front of the transmission that we'll have to remove. Now, to remove the differential, we have to take these 2 bearing retainers out on each side. And they're in there with the 3/8 bolt. We'll get those. Well, 3 3/8 bolts, but. Alright, so you pop the bearings off the differential and then it should slide out. So now we'll loosen up the shift forks off the rails. The rails slide out the front of the transmission. And at the front, the bearing retainer, we take the bolts out of that, and that top shaft will slide out the front of the transmission. Yeah, looks like we do have to take the bolts out of the rail. You want to be careful when you move these rails ahead. You want to bring them ahead just so they're flush with the case here. Otherwise you let the detent ball pop out from underneath it, and they're kind of a pain to put back in, which I did on the first one, so I'm going to have to fish it out of the bottom of the case and get it stuck back down in there underneath the rail. Alright, so the top rail shaft can come out now, and it just slides out the front once you get the bolts out of the detent, or sorry, out of the bearing retainer. And that is your first reverse rail. And it's been all welded up. Was one reason it was a bit more difficult to get out than should have been. And that is your 2-3 fork, and missing gear on the 2-3 slider. Okay. And the first reverse gear has 3 teeth missing, so that'll need replaced also. The reverse idler gear is missing a tooth. We'll have to remove that also. It's held in. There's a little retaining bolt down through the shaft that it rolls on. There we go. And you can see the broken tooth on that gear. We've found our replacement gears to make up for these broken ones. So we'll start putting back together in the opposite order from how we took apart. So that means a reverse idler goes in first. We get that gear in. We'll check, make sure that everything turns the way it's supposed to. Nope, it's locking up. Why is that?
Well, look at that there.
Alright, upon further examination, we find that there is a broken gear on the bottom shaft. So the bottom shaft will have to come out also. So the bottom shaft in the transmission has to go out towards the back. It's also the pinion for the crown gear and pinion. Has a large nut on the front of the shaft. Looks like if we take that off, the shaft should drive out through to the back. There we are. I'll use this brass hammer so we don't damage the shaft, and we'll give it some gentle persuasion. Oh yeah, not bad at all. Shaft is out the back, and then we'll start gear appears to be alright. Just lay these out in order here so everything goes back in where it belongs. Yep, that gear appears to be okay. Little spacer. Gear appears to be okay. Another little spacer. Another broken bit of gear. And on this gear here, I think you can see there's a crack right straight up. It split the gear open this way, which spread these teeth too far apart, and so when it engages with the reverse idler, it locks up. That's how I could. That's what led me to discover that that's broken. Got the replacement gear, so we're ready to start putting the transmission back together. Start with the shaft. It goes in from the back. There's a little spacer in there that goes on first. Then our gear. And there's another spacer. And that would be your first gear on the bottom shaft. And on the teeth, one edge is rounded for the other gear to mesh with. On this gear, it faces towards the back because that gear goes between this one and the reverse idler gear. Then we have another spacer. And this one, the rounded edge goes towards the front of the transmission. Another spacer. It's really tight for space in here, so I think I will take out the front bearing retainer, and that'll give me a little more room to work getting those last few bits in. Give me a little more room to work getting this stuff put together and lined up. That seems to have getting it. Okay, we're ready once again for the reverse idler gear. Just fish it down into place and slide the shaft back through. Excellent. Shafts spin freely, everything's working the way it's supposed to. So we're ready to put the top shaft in now. We start it from the front. And where is it? There's our new first reverse slider. Goes in there. And then the first reverse sliding gear. Then our shift fork goes in. It's time now to fish the rear end back into the differential case. There we go. Wasn't too bad. We put our bearings on. Well, that wraps up our transmission repair video for the Farmall Cubs and Cub Cadet lawn tractors. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave that in the comment section below. Please like and share the video with your friends. Subscribe to my channel. And as always, have a great day.